Hey, beautiful people, don't sleep, wake up. Because today I'm going to be talking about a few basic British etiquette you ought to know if you intend coming to the UK, or if you're already in the United Kingdom. You would want to watch this video to the end because you need these manners as you go on your daily activities every day. Because if you don't do so, you'll be considered a very rude person, and you wouldn't want anybody to name or tag you rude just because you didn't know what you're supposed to do. So kindly watch this video to the end. Hey guys, welcome back again. So let's head into today's video. We all know that the British people, British the British people are known, based on my research and generally per se, they are known for their politeness. That's number one, politeness. So they expect you to always say yes please and no thank you to every sentences. Okay, so if you are giving something or you are receiving something, you need to say that please and thank you, because if you don't do so, you'll be considered a rude person. Judging from where I'm coming from back home, and basically not just back home, generally most people find that word yes please, especially the please and thank you, very what's the word, is a big word for them, so you hardly hear it from people's mouth. Okay, so that will not be a very good approach if you come to the UK without learning those manners. So you need to tie those manners to your waist as you go on your activities in the UK. I remember taking my daughter to an appointment recently, and I was told to take down her nappies. So she, like the way the midwife presented it, are you happy to take down your baby's nappy? Or are you happy to do this? Are you happy to do that? Normally, it's your duty, right, to do that, because it is your right to take down your baby's nap. So they seek your consent. The way it is presented, you fall in love, even if you refuse to do it before, just because of, are you happy? Are you happy? Are you happy to do this, to do that, to do that? Get what I mean? So that is a very good manner. That is a basic etiquette. And you need to be saying yes please and no thank you. So that is basic etiquette rule number one. Rule number two, the British people are also known for their giving nature. You know, when I was at work, you know, basically everywhere you meet yourself, in a group of friends, a group of companies, or anywhere you meet yourself, tea and coffee, oh my god, that is, if if you refuse it, okay, let us say if you refuse it, how should I put it? Okay, now, tea and coffee, British people, when they're going to make tea and coffee for themselves, they normally ask around, do you care for tea? Do you care for a cup of coffee? And if you keep saying no, that is when you be considered a rude person. So even if you don't want, even if you don't take coffee, even if you don't take tea, if you do it, if you say no to people offers 1 to 3 times, you use your sense and take and say yes sometimes now. Okay, so when someone offers it, do you want a cup of tea, cup of coffee? Yes please, no thank you. And you yourself, if you want to make a cup of tea for yourself, you don't just get up and go and make a cup of tea for yourself. You need to ask around your colleagues, your friends, your church members, cup of tea, cup of coffee. So you're making it for everyone. Okay, that is another basic etiquette you need to know. You need to know about when you're coming to the United Kingdom, or you're already in the UK. So if you're at work and your colleague keep asking you tea or coffee and you say no, just know that you're labeled a rude person, so you need to work on that. Okay, or even if you don't want to say tea or coffee, you'll say what a place is fine. Okay, all right, let's head into the next point. The next point, I would say that I am sitting on that table gallantly. I don't know whether it's only Michelle. Write in the comment section if you fall into this category that I want to mention. Hand gestures, always pointing. You want to explain something, pointing this and that and that and that. I am the chair lady of this table because basically whatever I say most time, like what I'm doing, I'm doing it right now. So I want to cultivate the habit of not always pointing to if I want to make I want you to understand something, right? I want to like point towards something, or just generally hand gestures. The British people doesn't like that. They don't like it at all. They consider it very rude. Like it's impolite of you to do that. It's not. It's really insulting to them. Even if you're not talking to them, you're talking to your spouse or your friends, and you're pointing like, okay, look at that street that I went to. Look at that street. They find that very insulting. Okay, so I'm trying to work on that. I need to be hard, but they said practice makes perfect. So we keep practicing, and I'm still doing it. We keep practicing it, and you'll get used to it by God's grace. So if you want to communicate outside your family, outside your peers, like in your workplace, wherever you find yourself, always remember just that self-consciousness of not pointing things or explaining things with your fingers and gestures. Okay, that's point number 3. Okay, point number 4. Okay, this point number 4 is the British people doesn't like it if you invade their space. They like their privacy so much. That is why they mind their business so much, and that privacy means a lot to them. So if you're on a bus or in a train and you see a vacant seat in front of you and behind you, and a British person or anybody in the UK is sitting on the other one, you don't just go there to sit close to them. You need to use your common sense, like, okay, there's a vacancy in front of you or behind you, so why are you sitting down close to me? Like, what's that connection we have that you're coming to sit down close to me? So they need that privacy. Unless there is no vacant seat around, that's when you can sit next to them on the bus or in the train. You sit on the vacant seat because they really, really love that privacy and they like to mind their business. So that's point number 4. Okay, then the next one is the British people doesn't like it when you're slobbering your food, like. But interestingly, the Korean people, if you don't do that, like we don't do that, that's the sound, the slobbing. If you don't do that, for the Korean people, I watch K-dramas so much, so I understand. If you don't do that, that means that food is not tasty, that food is not delicious, okay? But if you do that when you're eating in a British restaurant or in a gathering, and yes, that's irritating. Normally, this one not only for British people, it might be generally, except the Korean people, because Korean people, they do that to say that this food is delicious, this food is so sumptuous, okay? But the British people, you don't do that when you're eating with them. You need to have a good table manners, and as well, you don't lean your hand on the table when you are eating in a British gathering. You don't lean your hand on the table. They find that very rude and very, like, you do not have manners at all. So when you're eating, they expect you to sit down. And if someone invites you over for a barbecue, or let's say eat out or something, a host, when you get there, you don't expect to just start sitting and start eating until they offer you a seat. Please, can you sit down? Then you can sit. And if they give you attention to go ahead and eat, then you go ahead and eat. Don't just, okay, I was invited, so I'll start to eat. No, you wait for the host to give you a go ahead to sit and they go ahead to eat. That is a very, very good manners. Okay, and if you're in restaurants as well and you're trying to get the attention of a waitress or a waiter, you say, "Excuse me, hello, hi." No, you need to maintain eye contact. You don't point, like I said before, that considered very rude and mannerless. So you want to try to maintain eye contact with the waitress, or on the contrary, if you're not able to get the eye contact with them, you wait patiently for them to walk past you, or you get up and go and meet them. So even if they walk past you, say, excuse me, then you get their attention. Okay. Now, also, next point is poking around the people's houses. British people doesn't like that. They don't like poking around people. So if you are going on a walk, they don't just focus on where you are going. No need to like, look at that house, look at that flower, look at that I love that decoration, I love that interior. No. Just you want to look and remove your face. Don't look and like look. Get what I mean? So because if you do that, it's like, oh my god, because she's so rude. What's going on? You know, though, you don't want to name tag that for yourself, being rude and being inconsiderate. Yeah, you're so inconsiderate. So yeah. Then another one, if I can remember, is sorry and excuse me. Okay, I said it before. And gestures. We're gonna work on it. Okay. These are the basic ones I've remembered for now. So if you're currently in the UK and you remember any basic etiquette you feel is important to share, please drop it in the comment section. And while you're doing so, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like and share, okay? Because knowledge is power. You need to know this. You need to educate other people out there, okay? So this brings us to the end of this video. And if you are new to this channel, you are highly welcome. If you love content like this, you can go ahead and click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you get to know when we post new videos. We talk about the UK immigration system. Sometimes we do vlog, talk about motherhood, okay? So there are a lot of interesting things to learn in this channel. Please kindly support this channel, okay? Thank you so much for watching to this very end. I love it. Until next time, see you in my next video. Bye.